Thanks for joining us in this edition of Renovation Time. Today we're in a kitchen reno of a home that's about 100 plus years old. So in a reno like this, there's a lot of things to consider when you're doing it. It's a fairly big undertaking for a typical person, a homeowner doing it themselves. And a lot of the reason for that is just the electrical and the plumbing and the heating and everything that goes in that needs to be upgraded. So when you're doing a renovation like this, you really have to look into the walls and see what you're going to be into. A lot of electrical and plumbing in this reno just to get it up to code and to bring it up to code. And what I suggest is don't do anything until you upgrade, because once you take all your walls down, if you don't upgrade the plumbing and electrical, then you're probably going to have issues in the future. And for instance, in the plumbing, there's a stack in this corner. And it was old and it was actually falling apart. So when we rip the walls out, a lot of times you have to replace that. So you have to account for that in your budget if you're going to buy an old home. And it is always adventurous when you're renovating an older home. A couple other things in here, when we rip this all out, for instance, there's a chimney, a brick chimney in here. We had plumbing and the plumbers did a great job, but plumbing running across here, and it was exposed and it ran down, and we were trying, that was a stack, so we had to relocate it. So we were able to relocate a lot of it into the walls, but we had the chimney to contend with. So when we come back, we're going to continue to talk with the kitchen, the layout, the stack cabinet look, and why we decided to go with the white. So welcome back to Renovation Time. We're in the kitchen renovation, and the first part we talked about electrical and plumbing. Old home, you are going to have to spend money and replace all that, which is a really nice idea. And when you're doing a rental like this, that's the time to do it. What we're going to talk about now is the cabinetry. So we ended up doing the stack cabinet look again. And as you can see, we're just waiting for our electricians. They're actually on their way over here right now. But we're going to do pot lights in all of the stack cabinets. We did an open face panel. So as you can see, this whole area is just going to be glass. And then also above the fridge, which is over here, there's a glass panel as well. The other nice features of this kitchen is the stove's in a good location now, and originally it was really just kind of set in this area here. It's a gas stove, good location, lots of counter space, dishwasher. We moved the sink, we did a corner sink, which is really creative. And lastly, I know I have to go, but the window that's here, we had to raise it because a lot of times in the old homes, they were really down low. So we basically had a new window, brought it up so we could actually put a counter underneath it, which is a nice idea. So we're going to come back here next week. We're going to talk about the upper cabinets here and the opening above the bathroom.
And in Kitchen and Bath Center, call or visit their showroom at 1985 Lansdowne Street, just west of Braley Drive.